back no more, no more. We're live.
That's what we're going now. The men are off.
yeah, John's gone. Tony's going.
John's gone. Johnny's off. That's it. It's left to us women to do. We're hoping everything's going to go to plan today. We've tested. Tony sent us the footage. It's all working. So
It was working.
It was working. Evening, Diane. I hope you're all right, my lovely. Watching from your hospital bed, my lovely lady. Sending you loads of healing and love. Mwah. And I hope you get well soon. And I hope it's nothing too serious, my lovely lady. You're welcome to message me if you want. Hey, Steve. Can you see chat, Bev?
Yeah.
Yeah. Evening, Steve. Send love to Jules. Hey, Aidan.
Hey, Aidan.
We have to shout hello to Aidan because Aidan will be watching. That's Steve's youngest. Well, young one. He's only his son. He's only his son. But yes. So, Bev, how's your day been today?
Not as I planned. Everything's gone wrong. No, everything's gone wrong. Everyone's held me up.
Oh,
one of them days.
It's been one of them days. That's not
one of them days, but it's all right now.
We're all okay now. We're all good.
We're all okay now.
We've had an eventful day. Hospital for sleep apnea kit. John's come home and done a bit of gardening while I laid my feet up.
Yeah, well, Lindsay just put that there. Put that there. Don't put that
there. Yeah. Don't forget that blade of grass there. I've seen it. So, tonight, we're going to be showing you some clips of some footage taken that we've been trying to show you for the last 2 weeks, which hasn't always gone to plan.
Yeah, see, it's like my day. It hasn't gone to plan.
Yeah, hasn't gone to plan. So, John's back. Tony's back.
Oh, well, we had an arm.
We had an arm off Tony. So we're going to show you some clips.
It's a lot more difficult with one monitor.
Some are going to be from the White House that we investigated. Some are going to be from Steelenge, and some are going to be from the woods when we did the woods. And I'd like to thank our analyst for the next couple of weeks, Tony, for helping us sort these clips out, because otherwise we would have been in proper limbo, let me tell you.
Which one do you want to start?
Tony, which one do you and Bev want to start with? Do we start with the Steel City, the Woods, or the White House?
Whatever one don't confuse you. Just
Say hi, Tony.
How you doing, Steve? You all right?
So I think we're going to... Hey, Nanny Lane.
30 seconds after it comes on.
We're going to start. Evening, Nanny Lane. Evening, Jamie. Evening, Amy. Is that Amy Paranormal MOT?
Yeah.
Evening, Amy. So we're going to start with this one at Stonehenge. So, Stonehenge.
Not Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Steelenge even.
Lindsay went to Stonehenge. You went to Steelenge.
Oh, I've lost my glasses.
Hey, Nanny Lane. 30 seconds after it comes on, it goes off.
Then it might. So, I'll play it again. And let me know in chat what you lot hear. And then we'll say what we hear. Hey, Nanny Lane.
30 seconds after it comes on, it goes off.
Then it might. So, what did you lot hear in chat?
As soon as it says it on screen.
Yeah, but they might have heard something different. Jamie said, who's snoring? So you heard a snore, Jamie. Oh, yeah. Nanny Lane. What did you hear on that clip?
Thing is, that was what was interesting about that clip. It was live, and you guys were all shot. So when I heard it, I was like, "Well, you could see none of you, like I don't know if you can make that noise. To be fair, like you said, it's just like a like that.
Yeah.
And it sounds quite close to the camera. That's what I found interesting. So whatever that is, it can't be something that's in the distance. It's got to be close by.
Very, yeah.
So
hey, Nanny Lane.
30 seconds after it comes on, it goes off.
Then it might. So yeah, I mean, I do hear like a snort kind of sound.
Which move over.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in a bit.
I do hear like a snort kind, like a snorting.
It's like a piggy grunt, and that's
Yeah,
what
like a piggy grunt coming in.
Diane's put on there. It does sound like a pig grunt.
Yeah. Nanny Lynn's put like a snort. Go on, then go on. I'll let you do it next
Oh,
one.
you want to do the next one, do you? Yeah, sure.
Now, next one we're not sure of,
I'm gonna shut that door because the dog.
so we're throwing it out to you guys.
It's not the next one, I don't think.
Into it next one. Okay, it's not the next one.
Well, it will be. It would have been, but we didn't do them in order.
That's
did we?
all right.
So it's that one.
Yeah. So this one, let me tell with the yeah.
Just push it to you. What, you put it back?
Put it back to the beginning.
What, you put it back?
Yeah. That's it. Obviously,
I can see it on here.
Let me think.
So at this point, me and Steve, there's a bench sat. You know, like point with your cursor.
Where that path is. Right, can you see cursor on screen? I don't know if you can or not.
No.
No,
Right.
no, no.
So between them two stones, you can see like a white path, can't you?
Yeah.
So we were sat just at the side of that path on a bench. So it is a fair distance away. So listen to what you hear again, everybody.
What, you put it back?
Yeah. That's it. Obviously,
I can see it on here.
I know what's been said there
Let
already.
me think.
You didn't put it on there, did you?
I haven't put it on there deliberately because I want people to make out themselves. Because if I put it there, I'm
Yeah.
influencing it. But let us know and chat what you guys do. I think I know what's being said there, which is standard. What we get on a lot of locations.
Yeah. So we'll play it again. John's going to turn volume up.
What, you put it back?
Yeah. That's it. Obviously,
I can see it on here.
I think I heard that.
Yeah,
I know what it says.
It's a male voice, but what's interesting, it doesn't sound like someone from up north. It's like a get out.
It sounds very posh. Yeah. Yeah. Do it one more time.
What, you put it back?
Yeah. That's it.
I
I can
Obviously,
see it on here.
Get out. Like
let me
very.
think.
To me, I can hear get out when Tony said it, but when Nanny Lynn put I can't, I can also hear. If I think I can't, it sounds like I can't. If I think get out, it sounds like get out.
Oh, Nanny Lynn said a woman whispers before the man.
What, you put it back?
Yeah. That's it.
I can
Obviously,
see it on here.
let me think.
I ain't got headphones on. I will listen back to that
Yeah.
though with headphones on to see if there's a woman whispering before, which would be interesting. But I love it. And, Jamie's saying it said both.
Well, either
That's
way
what-
or the interesting thing is if you two are having a conversation, we'll be able to hear you as well, Lindsay. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So you can tell it, and it's definitely not Steve's voice because
No.
Steve doesn't sound like that. So
No.
it's a different accent. So and also it sounds like it's more to the left hand side than the pathway. If you listen to the audio, you can hear it more this side than over the way you guys are.
Yeah. That's a real interesting one, that one, because we were literally up there. And there was only us four. We never saw one dog walk. I mean, you never see it. There's no dog walkers walking past either.
No walkers, nobody just walking.
There's no
through.
walkers. They were nobody.
I'm pretty
So-
sure John's going to realise that there's someone who's come to his camera and going, "Get out."
Yeah, no. Well, yes. Yeah, they are actually in the circle with
Play
us.
it again, because Nanny said it's right at the start.
What, you put it back?
Yeah. That's it.
I can
Obviously,
see it on here.
let me think.
Yeah, I think I need
I
me.
think we need earphones.
Earphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a noise at the start. I can hear a noise, but I'm not sure it's a voice. It could be when you listen on.
When you've got your ear pods in. Yeah. So, yeah, but that is an interesting one, that one. Now, this one, is it this one?
No.
Oh, no. Can your energy go to the... They play
Yeah, it
automatic,
autoplay,
don't
isn't
they?
I bet there's a setting somewhere that you can turn autoplay off.
Ophelia, can your energy go to to that green light, please? Or can it go and squeeze the teddy bear?
That's all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Ah,
I do.
yeah.
Now, I find this one very interesting. I'm not going to say what's being said, but what I find interesting is that you're in the dark, you're all in shock, and there's a child's voice there.
Yeah.
So why is there a child's voice there? You got a teddy bear down there as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'll play it again a couple of times and let us know in chat if you can hear a child. I can, straight off.
Ophelia, can your energy go to near to that green light, please? Or can it go and squeeze the teddy bear?
That's all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I do.
It's clear. I can hear it.
But John actually said that he heard footsteps at that
Yes,
time.
he did.
And the child says, me.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Play it again for him.
Yeah. Ophelia, can your energy go to near to that green light, please? Or can it go and squeeze the teddy bear?
That's all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I do.
Yeah. But John did actually say at that point, I mean, we're on grass, aren't we there?
Yeah.
And what it sounded like, were it footsteps in grass or were it that gravel noise we heard?
Like a shuffling.
Like a shuffling
noise.
noise.
It's gravel and dust and muck, and somebody drags a foot in that sound it makes when you drag your foot across ground.
Because I think John tried to recreate that sound with his feet just after, and he couldn't recreate what he'd heard. So and to catch that voice going me, it's like that's really interesting.
But that shows intelligence, though, doesn't it? Because John's got a response there.
Yeah.
Like they were talking to John, saying it was me.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you heard.
It's childlike too, isn't it? Me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll play once more.
Well, Ophelia, can your energy go to near to that green light, please? Or can it go and squeeze the teddy bear?
That's all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I do.
Yeah. It's interesting because the history on that mound, on where that is, I mean, it really does date back to like Roman times twice over.
Yeah. You had
The teddy bear?
Yeah. So because you've like that history, then you've got the steel industry, which I think the steel industry took over all that. But then there was a pool after the steel works. There was a swimming, like an outdoor pool and picnic benches. So children's in it. But would children have worked in steel?
It depends when you were.
Probably
It depends what year, I presume.
Yeah.
I know they used to work in mills, like in weaving and things like that, run the machines and clean them all out, didn't they? But steelworks, I don't know. They used to work out mines.
But for such an intelligent response, that's like mind blowing. That it's actually responded back to John. So this is the one we're not sure of. And Tony and Bevitt say not sure on this one. So we've just clicked it. And we're going to leave it for everybody in chat to say what this one is. It's because it's a noise that I picked up, sent it to Tony, and Tony's just clicked it. So we're just letting everybody have a listen in chat on this one.
You want to know the teddy bear?
She died.
So I'll play it for you again and let us know what you hear on this one.
You want to know the teddy bear?
She died.
So
Make it out.
with that one. So I think it's one of those, isn't it? It's like you say, could it be Steve just sniffing? We're gonna have to get Steve to recreate it on camera.
I know. Steve, did you sniff at that moment in time?
Steve puts his head down, that's when it happens. So I didn't know if Steve went and sniffed, but
yeah,
we don't
We
know.
don't know.
You want to know the teddy bear?
She died.
I'm trying to look, see if you see his chest, go out
No,
and sit,
but it doesn't. But Nanny Lynn, have you got headphones on, Nanny Lynn, when you're listening?
I mean, Steve did that quite a lot, but on the actual, not sniffing, but he did quite a lot of like looking at his phone. I think he did a live stream or something because he was.
Yes,
like
it's obviously he's live, so he's like me. We're looking at phone as well to keep an eye on chat. So we're like that all the time.
Yeah, so I don't even think he went like that. I think he was just constantly watching his phone, keeping an eye on chat and stuff. So.
Nanny Lynn's saying it sounds like there's two voices there. So we'll have to see what we can do. I don't know if we can enhance that anymore. I don't know if it's possible to do that. So
look, I've got a program I can run it through and see, but
oh, have you? Poor Tony's doing all this work for me, and you can enhance it.
Well, no, because I've used it about 3 times in my life. This program. It's called Audacity. I don't know if you've heard it, but you can't use it with video files. It's only with audio files. And then you can like check out background noise and things out.
Yeah, just
not if it's any good.
But I'd have to turn it into an MP3 before I could do it. You know what I mean?
MP3 in it. Yeah. The thing is, where you guys had the extra task of the traffic and the birds. I mean, to be fair, what you captured there was good because you had all that to deal with.
And
so,
trains.
Yeah,
trains.
Trains. A lot of background there, wasn't there? So it's trying to decide what was and what wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, them trains were a blooming nightmare.
So that's it for the steel henge.
But it were a good investigation.
But there were a lot of contamination, like we said, from trains and from cars, birds. You can hear, so it would have been difficult, you know.
Yeah,
you had more, but it's just I thought I'm going to put the ones where we can all hear it because otherwise it's just going to be a case of working over the birds and stuff, and so I thought let's get the ones that are classy rather than
the clear ones.
Yeah. We have to though, don't we? Really, because you can't. Yeah. Right. Next clip.
The White House and that.
White
Again,
House.
these aren't
Here when you die.
These are not in order because this is a pre-record after it live. So this is Lindsay. I'd gone downstairs for
a lead because you were getting it out at box, weren't you? And you'd left your lead.
For lead. So there was only Lindsay upstairs at this point.
What happened to you when you died? The moment that you died, what happened? What did you see? What happened to you when you died? The moment that you died, what happened? What did you see?
For me, good guys, everybody put in chat what you hear.
What happened to you when you died? The moment that you died, what happened? What did you see?
It feels like a sigh to me, like a breath, like a sigh, like
See, play it again.
What happened to you when you died? The moment that you died, what happened? What did you see?
I'm hearing 2, and I hear what sounds like a drag, like a dragging noise. That's what I hear.
What happened to you when you died? The moment that you died, what happened? What did you see?
I hear a very elderly gentleman going, I don't know, in just one syllable, like, I don't know, kind of thing. That's what I hear. Like, but he sounds like an elderly gentleman. I don't know the history of the place, but
I'm cutting his ears off, Bev.
Yeah.
What happened to you when you died? The moment that you died, what happened? What did you see?
At end, yeah, but
I heard it at end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that at end.
But only just heard that. If it's right at end, I thought it was a sound.
In middle.
What happened to you when you died?
There.
The moment that you died, what happened?
Thing is,
What
it's a
did
really
you see?
intelligent response, though, isn't it? I don't know. He doesn't know what happened to him, so he
Yeah.
made it
What
weird
happened?
what happened, so.
Yeah. But the response is near the end of the clip, isn't it?
I was listening to the wrong
But there
bit.
is
I'm
in the
listening.
middle as well.
I'm listening to the bit. I didn't listen for end bit. I'm listening to in middle bit. You can hear what sounds like 2 drags. Go on.
When you died? The moment that you died, what happened? What did you see?
I didn't hear it that time.
Oh, I heard it.
What happened to you when you died? The moment that you died, what happened?
Yeah.
What did you see?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put my ear pods on because I bet I can hear more clearly. In fact, I'll have said, you know, when I was listening to him, Tony, I bet I said I hear what. I'll say what you've just said because I'll hear it, but you know, because I ain't got my ears on.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing it as clear because I ain't got it to my ears. It's
But
a gas, and then
the main thing for that capture though is that again, John's left you and you've got him now responding to you, but then would you know maybe you feel more comfortable talking to you because, like we said before, certain people they connect with, don't they? So he obviously wants to respond to you.
Yeah. Amy's just put.
I didn't cut you off. It plays right to end.
What happened to you when you died? The moment that you died, what happened? What did you see?
Amy hears, it gasps, and then he asks, "Did I die?" So that's what, yeah. But and it's like you say, it's an intelligent response coming back in when I'm on my own in a room that I could have kicked John's head in for leaving me.
I always say the main thing is it doesn't matter what you know. People are going to hear things differently, but the main thing is as long as you can hear something, because at the end of the day, there's something responding to you. Because everyone's going to hear things differently, and that's just human nature. Even when people say things, our brains, you know, take it to a different level because we're all different. So yeah, it's interesting. When I do my life, I love sort of highlighting it and letting people say different things. You know, like that's okay.
Yeah, definitely. I can't. Do you know these responses? I just can't believe that we catch them. Do you know? I'm like.
You probably always have though, but I think where you've taken a different approach to it now, it's just like it's more obvious, isn't it? If you're behind the camera, you're going to distort that audio, whereas if you're away from it, I mean, I've a couple of times when I've watched other investigators and stuff, and you know, I'm like, well, I've heard something there, but because they're behind the camera, I can't say if it is. So,
no, because you don't know who's talking, do you? You don't know if somebody's whispering or
moving sometimes, shuffling.
Yeah,
it's just
so, or like you say, it could be a jacket they're wearing, and that rustle of a jacket. If you don't know what they're wearing, Oh, go on then. What's this one?
I don't know.
Please stick forward backwards.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one.
And you're both in shot on this one, so
yeah.
Please stick forward backwards.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to mention as well. This is why I said to you about your devices. You said thank you to the device, and you got a response for your devices. So, you know, it's kind of like what I said to you before. Having both of them there can be quite a good sort of, you know, approach because you're getting disembodied voices responding to that. So
it almost verifies it, doesn't it?
What we're proud of, I wasn't concentrating on them devices. I was concentrating then. At one point, I don't know if it was that, I closed my eyes.
Yeah.
To shut it all out, you know, to shut if I can't see the objects, they're not there. So it was like, and I can't remember at that point if I'd closed my eyes. And I was just like, but I still didn't hear it in real time.
Yeah.
But I was more like trying to be more open to my surroundings through me. Yeah. So they've had a prolonged
Yep.
Please stick forward backwards.
Thank you.
So do you think it's a male or female? I'm not going to influence. What do you guys do? You think it's a male or female? Because I think I know. I'm not going to say anything. Go on.
Please stick forward backwards.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, bloody hell.
Funny
moment.
Everybody's pre-female.
I did say I'm not going to influence, but there you go. I already have.
Yeah, no, that's not influencing at all, is it? Putting female.
I did say, Lindsay, change the title of the live.
Please stick forward backwards.
Thank you. Especially voice.
But again, like I say, we've got 2 responses there.
Tony, can you check the dogs, please?
Yeah, I'm going to sort them out. Back in a second.
Are they barking, bless them?
Yeah.
He shut them in the garden.
That's what ours do.
Melon's all right, but not her.
No. They might come in and have a sniff round and show themselves on camera, and then they'll go, "Did you see my comment?" Which one, Nanny Lynn?
Which one? The one about the questions?
About questions, Nanny Lynn. The one that Claire said yes, Claire. Oh, no, you said yes, Claire. Questions are too long and sometimes they can't get their answers in time. Do you mean like our questions can sometimes be too long? Probably. I don't shut up. It's like, do you know, sometimes though, it's like you think, do you know, like in your head, you think you're talking to somebody on our plane level, on our level. You know, for me, it's like I'm having a conversation with.
Thing is, though, if you want to find out something about the location, you've got to ask that question.
Yeah.
So whilst I get where Nanny Lynn's coming from, sometimes, yeah, maybe you could cut them down. Sometimes if you want to ask and find out a specific thing, you have to explain what you mean. I mean, they need to understand what it is that you mean or what you're trying to get at.
Yeah.
So sometimes that explanation might need to be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Not always.
Not Lindsay waffle.
Yeah, I mean, I waffle sometimes, you waffle. I mean, sometimes it's just like, yeah, what are they going on about?
Yeah.
Not you in specific, just
No.
all paranormal teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think if you've got, in that instance, if you've got a long question, at least give them time to answer. And sometimes I think we had it when you came down here, they answered something a little bit later, didn't they?
Yes.
They answered a question, so they do need the energy. You're right. So they need that energy, but then you might get that answer, and you say, "Oh, we asked that question just now."
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, if you ask a question, you haven't got time to wait for God knows how long. But sometimes you do need to give that information so that they know what you're trying to get out of it. I think that's probably the best way I can describe it. But sometimes, yeah, perhaps we just don't need to waffle like I've just done.
Danny Lynn's gone exactly, Bev.
Yeah.
She said that before you said about waffling.
Yeah, I was just trying to explain it with
to
say that we do need sometimes to
I
give
do
that
that,
information.
I do that.
When if
Bev.
somebody asks you a question and you're like, I don't know what they mean, so you have to give that. Yeah,
you do. You turn sound down.
No.
Oh, I thought you had. So this one again is the. Which one's this one?
White House.
White House.
They're all White House.
Oh, these are all White House now. Okay.
yeah.
This is a live investigation earlier. This is when we first started.
Right.
They're turning it back to how it used to be as you remember it.
I heard that.
It's almost like a silent sneeze.
They're turning it back to how it used to be as you remember it.
Isn't it? Like someone's trying to hold it in.
Yeah.
It's a male voice though, and John's in shot, and so is Steve, and I'm watching you both, and it just said it after John said again. It's nothing, and it's right by the camera as well.
Yeah. But it's like the response when John's saying, "Do you like what they're doing to it?" And it's like, I can't do it now.
As if they, you know what I mean?
As if
but
they
it doesn't look like it used to.
Yeah, that kind of response.
They're turning it back to how it used to be as you remember it.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
It's a human response, though, isn't it? Again, just it doesn't always have to be voices. Like sometimes you can get like a pss or whatever, or just a, silly noise like that. As if like, whatever kind of thing. I mean, 9 times out of 10, when on investigations, you'll get outs because again, this is their property and stuff. Like I explained before, but when you get things like that, it's almost like whatever kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it does. Somebody, Jamie's put sounds like a disappointment sound. Jules has put pff. Amy's gone pff. Yeah, Nanny Lynn, and I think Jamie both agree with that sound that we did with the kind of sound. An interesting response though.
Yeah.
Very
Anything,
interesting
couldn't
response. Yeah, yeah.
Any response out of nowhere is good. They've taken that energy to actually respond to you. So, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, John in reverse.
I know.
Right, 1 step forward, 3 steps back.
Just waiting for the music to enter then.
Carry on.
Can you tell me what happened to you when you died?
I heard voice, it definitely weren't me.
It was a female.
Carry on.
Can you tell me what happened to you when you died?
You got them out there.
Carry on.
Can you tell me what happened to you when you died?
Sounds like Get Out to me.
You forgot the feed, didn't you?
Yeah, I forgot the theme in male. I think it's a female saying get out, get out.
Yeah.
Unless Lindsay's telling you to get out, get out.
Carry on.
Can you tell me what happened to you when you died?
Get out.
No, I can hear one.
Right.
Go on, sorry.
What I'll do is when I hear it, I'll go like that first time and then I'll go like that second time. Go on.
Carry on.
Can you tell me what happened to you when you died?
Yeah, I know what you can hear.
I can hear something, but I can't get out.
Oh.
But I can hear something.
Carry on.
Can you tell me what happened to you when you died?
Get out, but I thought I heard something before.
Yeah, there is, but I don't know what it is.
But if you listen to the accent, it's not. It's actually more of a London accent. Get out,
Get out.
get out.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like not from Northern. It's get out, like that. If you play it again, you're more of a London. It's definitely not Northern accent again.
It says yeah, and then get out. Do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Carry on.
Can you tell me what happened to you when you died?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, get out.
Yeah. Get out.
Get out.
Yeah,
Get out of my pub. Get out of my pub.
Yeah, get out.
Doom, 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 doom,
Go
doom.
here, you London. I'm not going to say online. Oh, I mean, when you look at history, I mean, the history of there from, I think it were Elizabethan. It could have possibly.
Back to how it used to be.
You could have had probably a bit of children there with teeth in Elizabethan area at time at period as well. Maybe they did come up from if we delve further into history of that place, maybe some of them did come up from London. Who knows? But it'd be interesting to see if we could find that out. I know there's a lot of history on this place that we could look and find that out. So I think that'd be one for a very interesting look at the history and see if there's any if there's any London connections to that place.
But isn't this interesting though? Because you've gone to a location with the Stones and you've got a posh gentleman's voice. You've gone to here, you've got a Cockney voice, and you've gone to the Stones one, and you've got a child's voice. There's 3 things there that don't match your accents. It doesn't match the people that you're with.
Yes.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. If you look at it logically, it's unexplainable just for that. It's there's voices there that are just like shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Maybe Jamie, but don't get too excited.
What's he saying? Is John trying to be a belly dancer in this one?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
All right.
Well, take it back to how it used to be.
Good, clear.
Well, take it back to how it used to be. Well, take it back to how it used to be.
And what do you lot hear then in chat? And what do you guys hear? Because I think I know what's being said on that one. I've listened to this a couple of times.
Well, take it back to how it used to be.
I can't make it out.
I know when I had headphones on, I could hear this clearer. Now I ain't got my headphones on.
It's a voice going, hello, hello, hello.
You can hear the 2 split syllables in it.
Yeah, and also
In it. Brah.
She's the one. She's the Cockney one. She's the.
Brah.
Get out, John.
Get out of my pub.
Get out.
Get my pub, geezer.
But it's not the same voice though. It's not the same voice.
No, it's not.
It's different.
It's a voice that's not Cockney. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's hello.
Play it again then.
Well, take it back to how it used to be.
Very small. You'd need your headphones on, but it is.
Do you hear a sound after it says hello about there? Listen, it's like a. I don't even know what sound it is. It's like a whoosh sound.
Well, take it back to how it used to be.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But
No,
you
I
lot
think-
are in shop. So
Yeah, it's not a voice, but it is a whoosh sound, isn't it?
sometimes when I do investigations, it's weird. It's almost like you capture these weird distorted. I've had it with my cameras where they're picking up sound. It's almost like they're coming into our atmosphere, and it's an energetic field, and you hear these little weird sounds that come with it. To me, it's almost like, again, that for them to sort of use their voices, etc., they've got to be using some sort of energy to do so.
Yeah.
And it distorts the camera sometimes. I've noticed that where we've caught voices and they sound like they're underwater or something, but yet you can tell there's a voice there. It's just something's coming into our atmosphere, and the cameras are picking up on that.
Yeah. That's interesting that you catch that sound though with it, because like you say, it could have been energy leaving at that point, like you said, going or building energy back up to do something else.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm liking tonight. Everything's going to plan.
Don't speak to both have the same thought.
Say it at the
there.
end, Lindsay, because I always say this and then it goes wrong.
That's the one where you were belly dancing.
Yeah.
Turn that one now.
So now we're going back. Well, that were pre-records. This is after that one, isn't it? 'Cause we were in this side where
Yeah,
we got
this
that.
is still on pre-record
this is still
bit,
on
this one.
pre-record. And then we're going back into other side again on pre-recorded.
Yeah.
And then back to beginning. Well, I hope Daniel didn't have her headphones on there.
I hope she didn't. I think we'd have just made her pee herself.
I'll give her a couple of seconds to turn the volume down. Right, if you haven't done it now, it's tough.
Can you close the door?
Now you can hear the lady's voice on this one, but you need to, because it's actually under the Necrophonics app that you can hear it, I think.
I'm not playing that one again because it hurt Amy's ears and all.
Oh, sorry, Amy.
Nanny Lynn commented since I think she's deaf and just wondering about now.
Yeah,
endlessly.
Amy, just undo your earbuds. We'll play it one more time. And with this one, I think you do need to go back and hear it, because I think this is the one, and it is a female voice on this one, Tony, I think. And it's it's really, really clear, but it's actually under the tones of the Necrophonics.
Well, don't put your headphones on yet, Nanny Lynn.
No, don't put your headphones in. Just listen.
Can you close the door?
Oh, that's what you're saying. You're a lady say temper.
Temper, yeah.
Temper. But it's not coming out of the Necrophonics. The Necrophonics, when you listen back, is actually coming out with like sounds, but you hear a clear lady's voice go, temper.
I'm going to point this out as well again. The lady's voice doesn't sound from up north. Temper?
No, it doesn't.
It sounds like a southern
Yeah,
accent.
it's under the app sound. You can just hear it separate to app.
That's what I was trying to explain for about 3 minutes here, mate.
So again, we've got someone here with more of a posh accent rather than from up north. So it doesn't, and it's none of you lot. Because obviously I don't. Yeah, John, is that John and Steve? Who's that?
Yeah. John's
Hello.
John's sleeping there.
Lindsay. No, where's Steve at that point? Was he on that investigation?
They're downstairs.
They're downstairs.
Oh, yeah, go on, yeah.
They were still live at this point, I think, or they were just ending their live. But they were like downstairs on bottom floor as we were up.
Mind you, Lindsay's famous now, right? Yeah.
Why?
Because you were in a video game the other day, weren't you?
What game?
Football.
Oh, don't. No. A friend of ours says to me, I was watching Chesterfield match, and I'm sure I saw you sat next to this blogger who were vlogging Chesterfield match. I went, it weren't next to me. He says, honestly, he says, I thought it was you. I will send you the video. Just look at the woman sat next to it. It looks nothing like me. Her nose is all crooked. Her hair is great. All right, it's a similar shape to how mine would have been at one point. Looks nothing like me. So I've bollocked him for saying it looked like me. So, yeah.
You want us to play that one again? Or
Nanny Lynn said, yeah.
Because a lot of people were saying Tampa.
Could be Tampa.
Could be Tampa. So it could be.
Can you close the door?
Yeah. But that's that one. You're both going to the... No, Jamie, we're watching it all.
no, watching it.
But yeah, I think that one's a really interesting capture. Because we were asking at that point, weren't we? I were about knocking on door. If it is Temper, or it could be Tampa.
Well, I asked you guys at the time of night because I said the app that you use there, does it come up? Well, because I said that sounds to me like I did in my voice, and you said straight away it doesn't come out with words like that. It's like
it's funny. It's phonic sounds, so it's normally it's just a phonic sound app, that Necrophonics. So words aren't supposed to come out of that.
Can you close the door?
Top anyway. So
you can actually hear it over the top. Yeah, you can actually hear it talking over the top of it.
Yeah.
You can. So yeah, it's
yeah. I know you can hear it clearer with headphones. Yeah.
How annoying though is that though? Because if you weren't using that would have been so clear, wouldn't it? It would just been one of those just like it's always the way though with the paranormal. It's like when you're talking, they talk over you, and you're like, oh god.
Yeah, I know. It's either that whisper, like you say, it comes in between or under your voice, and it's like, oh my god, it's come right under. So you're trying to hear it when somebody's talking, or like that, it comes out when you've got a piece of equipment going, and it's like, don't come out with it while we've stopped.
Yeah.
But it's phenomenal. So what's his next one? Number 7. So it's just back to me and you on this one, isn't it?
Belly dancing again.
Belly dancing again.
Back to how it used to be.
Oh, we've played this one, haven't we?
You just want to show it again. It's the start of the
Well, take it back to how it used to be.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Same one. He just wanted to show his belly dancing style.
Look, that's number 7, look. Right?
You put him in.
Don't even blame me for this. And then the other one was number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So number 5 and number 7 at same.
Back to how it used to be.
See?
Yeah,
number 5, number 7.
Come on, you're confusing us all now.
It were going well. Then Lindsay got involved.
We said don't talk too soon, didn't we?
Said it.
See?
He didn't. He just wanted to show his belly dancing style off.
Oh, got one more. Got one more at White House.
We have.
You're on, Steve.
It is.
Is this a lady's bedroom?
Yeah. So, hey, Craig. Claire's put these EVPs are amazing. It's so frustrating that we don't hear them in the moment. We ask them to communicate and they do, and we don't realise until we analyse. But are these classed as EVPs, Tony, or are these classed as disembodied voices?
EVPs is again you can easily debunk an EVP because obviously with people holding it, etc., or you can't see what people are doing. Whereas you lot are in shot, so this
Could
is
be your coat. Or
this is basically camera footage of you guys calling out, and you can see what you're doing. So it's classed, in my opinion, as better evidence because people can see in real time that what you guys are doing. Whereas an EVP, if you've got 2 or 3 of you and you're not in shot, there can be someone moving and stuff. So you
EVP.
Yeah, direct voice phenomenon.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so in a sense, it's like I said, I think the camera footage is more, you know, for you guys especially, you know, because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You can see what's happening, you know, and whereas I've done a few experiments before where EVPs and stuff, and they're very sensitive to the point where if you're holding them or whatever, or
it can pick up the slightest little
Slightest
movement of your
movement.
hand, your clothes,
But-
and it can sound like a voice.
but your camera's far enough away from you to know it's not you guys, and you know, just enough away so that you can see that, like we said with the sniffing thing, you can rule things out.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you can see it. And like you said, all these are just clips. If anybody wants to watch the real footage.
Well, this is real footage.
Well, I mean, this is real. You know what I mean? The full
Live.
footage, the live footage of it all.
Yeah.
It's all on.
Yeah.
Sheets to watch it. So, like you say, even Tony, you showed clips, but the footage is there for them to go back and look at the full footage for themselves. So,
just going back to Claire's point there, I mean, she said she's frustrated, but I think give it time. It's something that comes over time. Once you actually start going out and tuning into a building and really concentrating and tuning in, it will come, and you'll probably find that she will start hearing those voices. I mean, it took me ages before I could hear them. And even now, I still don't. I mean, he'll say to me, do you hear that? And I'm like, no. But another one, I'll be like, God, did you hear that? But I still don't know what they say. To this day, occasionally I can make out what they say. I'll hear the voice, but I couldn't tell you what it said. I rely on him to tell me what it said. But you will still hear them. So I think the more she goes out and the more she tries tuning in to, I say she, I'll talk to you, Claire. The more you go out there and the more you try tuning in and really listening. I mean, I think we'll probably be going out with Claire and seeing Claire, won't we? But I think once we go out and she really starts tuning into that building, you'd be surprised what you will actually hear, and some of that frustration will go. I mean, you'll never have ears like
no.
But I mean, because we still don't hear them. But I mean, I don't hear half of what he does, but you will pick them up.
Yeah.
I think my best advice is like with the live streams and stuff. John said this earlier, I think, to you guys when you're speaking offline, that if it gets frustrating and you're stressed out, you've lost already before you started, because you need to be relaxed. It's like a meditation zone, I always call it. When I took you guys to the fort, we zoned out. It was peaceful. That's when you started hearing things started happening. It's when you get yourself into that state and forget the outside world, relax and just think, you know what? If I capture nothing, there's no expectations. Just let the cameras do the work, ask the questions, and things happen. That's how I try and treat it. Because I think if you stress yourself out beforehand, then you're just going to be on edge all night.
And that's my problem. When we get to a venue, especially when you're doing a live stream, you've got to get camera. I mean, other night when we went to that doctor's house, well, we couldn't get live to start with. Yeah. So my stress were up here at the time we got live.
Yeah, it was.
Because I had to go outside and then I had to go onto, because we're with 3. And I've never, I don't know why, since this 5G's gone up, I don't get a signal anywhere. Before 5G, I never had a problem with signal anywhere.
No.
A lot of people say
that. We didn't. I get a problem now with mine.
Yeah.
So I had to go outside and I ended up taking my phone because Steve will have. I went outside and I had to sign up to GiftGaff for an eSIM, just a data eSIM. So now it's on my phone. So if we ain't got a signal on 3, I can switch it to GiftGaff.
Yeah.
But by the time you because you had to create an account, then I had to log in, then I had to go and verify it, then I had to get onto the thing and find which bundle I wanted, then I had to put it into, you know what I mean? And it would you stress.
I think that there is a big difference from live streaming to just doing a pre-record, because when we did the pre-record after the live, we were so more relaxed.
Yeah.
Because we wasn't having to watch chat, you wasn't having to engage in chat. Not that that's stressful, but when people are asking questions or you've got to like maintain that chat, haven't you?
You're not totally focused, are you?
You're not focusing. No, I mean I'm focused on my phone all the way through while we're live. till that live finishes, and then I can put my phone down, and then when we do a pre-record, phone's gone, then it's off table, and you're like in zone then to do it.
See,
So,
on investigations, I analyse people's energies as well, and with John and even yourself, you both were more relaxed and tuned in and hearing more when we're at fault, the underground fault, because you had no signal, and John was hearing stuff, you were hearing stuff, and you know, obviously JS wasn't live streaming, he was just chill, he was like in that zone.
We just in zone,
so in a sense, like it kind of it showed to me that for you guys, if you want to hear more, then you need to sort of like have a bit of happy medium, you know, like just sort of switch off from it. Because I always say it, technology does drain us as human beings.
Of course it does.
And it does. If you've got it on you all the time while you're using it, and like I said, it's just one of those things that do. And that's why I always try and make sure that I just bring a camera and that's it. That's all I need, and use that, and it works. So you know, it's one of those that you just got to give it a go. But you guys can have a happy medium with the devices and the disembodied voices, because you've got both there now, and you know you've got a little good setup there, and it's working.
That's it. Yeah, we can mix it in now, mix it up. And do, definitely. I've already sent it in, Nanny Lynn, to have a look at after. I'm focusing on my questions, and
Did you want to listen to that one again, or?
I can't remember which one we're on.
I can't. Oh yeah. With the male.
Is this a lady's bedroom?
Can anybody else tell us what you hear from this one?
You're on, Steve. Was this a lady's bedroom?
I remember this one.
It's quite a low drawl, isn't it?
But what's interesting about this, again, it's the movement of Steve that is answer the question. It's sit.
That's right. Yes.
Sit
back. It's quite a slow drawl, isn't it? Sit back.
Because Steve was saying about his chair or something, I think I remember at the time. And then there's
right.
another word going, sit back. In other words, sit back.
Yeah, because he leans forward, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, Melody.
Hey, Melody.
You're on, Steve.
Very clear.
Is this a lady's bedroom?
Back, and that is a clear male voice. Yeah.
And it's relevant to what's going on, you know. You know, so that's what John's there. I can see John
intelligent.
Yeah. Steve's not speaking. It's just they're just listening to obviously what's going on around them.
Yeah. But that's like very intelligent to what Steve's doing in the moment, because he's like leaning forward. And he were actually, I think he were complaining over his back, or he got an itch on his back.
I think it was.
Yeah. Very clear. And then, my lovely.
What we're doing? Next one.
Next clip.
Hold on.
Is that it for White House now?
Yes, that's it for White House.
I think we're on the Woods.
So we've got Woods. We've got 4 clips from Woods, and then we've got
I thought
we've got 7 clips from Woods.
Yeah.
4 of them are
voices,
and then we've got
the 2 of them at movements.
Yeah. So this is the first one. Again, these are in no order. These aren't in order that they happened on live, or they might be, but that's not how it's been set up.
Yeah.
I don't understand why these have gone all pixelated.
These have gone pixelated.
When you first turn it on, we'll make the act be a liar now.
So what we'll do first is we'll just call out first.
Clear. So again, everybody, what did you hear coming from this one? I'll play it again to make sure you've got your ears open, everybody, so you can hear.
When you first turn it on, we'll make the act be a liar now.
So what we'll do first is we'll just call out first.
Wow, that's so clear.
What I was going to say to you, let us know if it's a female or male, but I've done it again. Again,
we put the female on. And interesting there, I am the only female there, because there's only the 3 of us on camera. Over there is me, John, and Steve. That's it.
Identify as a female.
Shut up. There's only me, John, and Claire on camera for that. So me, John, and Claire. Claire's not there with us that night.
And Claire a female.
Yes, but she's not with us.
We'll make the act be a liar now.
So what we'll do first is we'll just call out first.
can't believe.
Or is it Jess? Sounds more like
Somebody
Jess.
said it could it be Jess. I don't.
When you first turn it on, don't make me out to be a liar now.
So what we'll do first is we'll just call out first.
Yes. It's
I think it's yes, because I think it's agreeing with John, isn't it?
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
you've got another investigator that's invisible.
Yes,
Yeah.
He's
No.
like, yeah, come on. Let's go on to another part now.
Yeah.
To be fair, Jess is actually relevant.
Well, Jess would have been relevant, which is my nana. So Jess would have been a relevant name, but
But was
because
the night was that the night she was taken in hospital though?
she got took in on Saturday.
Play that again.
No, 'cause
Play
we
that
were-
again.
weren't we,
We're
when
at
she got
football
took
when my nana got took
Sunday.
in hospital Sunday. Yeah,
I know,
When you
it
first turn
went.
it on,
Saturday.
don't make me out to be a liar now.
So what we'll do first is we'll just call out first.
Very clear. I can hear a yes.
I can hear yes.
I hear yes on that one.
One more.
When you first turn it on, don't make me out to be a liar now.
So what we'll do first is we'll just call out first. And see.
It's not a northern accent again. It's yes. It's
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. These voices are like, I don't know.
Yeah. Claire's hearing Jess. Steve's hearing Jess. Steve
mate.
says you can hear the J at the start. Nanny Lynn says yes. Amy says 100% Jess. So yes. A very interesting clip and a good response to.
Clear as well, though, isn't it?
Very
Like, literally,
clear.
it's like, you know, it's responding to you, whatever, you know, there's a response there to John. So
Yeah,
that's an intelligent haunting, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
it does
Yeah.
sound intelligent, doesn't it?
it does.
Definitely.
And it does for night we had that night. It's yeah. And there's this one. You haven't put this one in twice, have you? Go on.
With that first one, that second one. This might be the same one again.
Come and communicate with us.
I know.
Feel free to use any of the devices that we have here to let your presence be known.
I think it's just after you said Steve, isn't it?
Yeah.
In this place to come and communicate with us. Feel free to use any of the devices that we have here to let your presence be known.
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
A faint male whisper there. Let us know in chat what you guys hear. What do you guys hear in there? What can you hear? You can hear something by the camera. It's not the clearest, but
There's some I can't without my headphones
I
on.
can't make out what
I know
it
what
says.
it's. I know what it'll have said when I've listened to it with my headphones and I've
Yeah.
listened to the clip on phone. But listening to it without my headphones on, I can't make it clear. Says
Sounds
it,
like- male voice saying here, here,
Yeah, it's here.
here. So no one's letting you know where he is.
Oh,
Are we?
where have they gone?
They're on GS to us, aren't they? Right, guys. So we're taking over the live stream. They've gone to bed.
Yeah, we can't touch any buttons. It's their live
Yeah.
stream.
So actually, are we actually still live, or have we been? Are we gone?
No, it says you're live. Everyone can see and hear you.
Let us know if you can still see us.
Yeah, there's something just before Lindsay speaks.
There you go.
it took us off screen.
There's a button on the side of mouse.
Oh, did I
Yeah.
put it on GS and us? I was like, oh
Yeah,
god,
we
they've
were like-
stitched us up. It's like, yeah, you
We're
guys.
like,
Doing a
we're
GS.
And I caught that button. I didn't even know that button was there, and it took us.
Yeah, go to, we like, can everybody still see us?
I know they could still see you. They couldn't see us. Steve's put on that last one that we put up. There is something just before Lindsay speaks as well. Claire's put she can't make it out, but she can definitely hear something.
Come and communicate with us. Feel free to use any of the devices that we have here to let your presence be known.
Yeah.
Yeah, can hear it.
Just literally after Lindsay says Steve. It's like,
Yeah.
It sounds like it says something like, yes, I'm here. And then something else, I'm here. It sounds like a full sentence if you listen.
In this place to come and communicate with us. Feel free to use any of the devices that we have here to let your presence be known.
I can only hear.
It's weird. It's like I said to you, sometimes when you listen to these things on different devices, like your TV, your laptop, and then you can hear it so different, but there's something there. That's the main thing.
Yes.
They're responding.
Yeah. Again, fantastic. I mean, I love this location in Woods. I think it's absolutely.
Come on then, left click.
Left click. That one.
Remove from studio.
Okay.
Right now, one presenter invite.
Yeah.
Left click. Video file.
Yeah.
Scroll down. You want Woods 3.
That one.
Now Woods 3. Put the cursor on it.
Oh, yeah.
It'll all be gone now.
Right, double click.
Startled myself.
Yep.
Pause. Rewind it.
Take it back. Get back. Yeah, but then Woods, I absolutely love them because I could spend day and night in that place because there's just the energy in there. The energy in that place, different parts, you feel different energies. But the responses from there are just phenomenal. I mean, whether we're connecting more because we spend a lot of time there with dogs in daytime and walking dogs down. So we're in there talking and they're getting our energies, feeling us and everything else. Well, not feeling us, but feeling our energetic. Yeah. But yeah, it's right. Pressing play now for on waffle. Told you as much as startled myself.
Yep.
That were 2 words.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to say it. Shush, Tony.
That's the one where at that moment in time, I actually swore because I heard a lady whisper something in my ear.
Yeah.
Very, very. It was so clear. I literally spun round and responded. So you hear me saying it just at the beginning about how I responded. And then we've caught something. Told you as much as startled myself.
Yep.
Something.
It's 2 words.
Yeah, 2 words.
2 words.
Yeah. Right at the end.
Yeah.
Did I say it? Did I put on there as male or female?
You put it with female, yeah.
You did put female.
I've given that hint away already, so.
Told you as much as startled myself.
Yep.
So it's get out. But there's an accent to it, to the lady.
Get lady.
Out. Yep.
Do you know, it's funny because in that area at Woods, the one where John's camera gets hit by something.
Yeah.
It's like there's a female presence there on other investigations that we have done. From what we get picked up and what we come back with, there's a female energy there, and it's as though she's trying to protect you from some grumpier energy in that place. I mean, you have got murders of women going way back, of women being attacked by a gorilla man, as they called, and that's what they called him in paper, and it was because he could jump.
I have actually got somewhere. I'll not be able to show it you because it's on my
He could jump high, but that was the name they actually gave him in paper.
I will put it on his page.
But he used to hide. He used to hide in the woods, and he'd like hide in trees and jump out on them. Hence why he gets the name, what they called him in paper. He wasn't a nice presence, and every time when we're in certain parts where that one is just a bit further up, and it's like there's a female energy that's trying to protect you to get you away from that energy, if that makes sense. We've experienced that in that spot, but never as clear as crystal as this. Far from that light.
The get out's not always telling you to get out because they don't want you there.
No.
Sometimes, but sometimes it can be a warning.
Yes,
and that could very well.
Yeah,
if you're female.
I do think that's the female energy just giving us a warning.
Yeah.
I don't think she's meaning for us to leave. but it's just like a warning that there is not a grumpy energy. That's all he is.
I don't know if you'll be able to even read it. That's the headline.
Gorilla Man, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Gorilla man terrorising Sheffield, attacks on women. Don't think it pounces on his victims. It doesn't say a date on it.
we'll have to look into that and get a date. So remove that one, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting good at this. Why is that still on?
Because removed from studio.
I'll let you do it.
No, left play. Because then next time I don't have to come on with.
Yes, you do. Always.
Video file.
Always. Down
Right.
to the bottom.
Well, no, because we played them all them down.
Oh, have we?
Up to top. So you've got the ball.
Right. So which one's ball? We'll play the ball one first.
This is when. Oh, I'm going to put it
Go
on
on.
now.
Because you can pause it quick.
So this is when we was in Exel Woods and we had two things falling out. You can just see where Steve's torch is shining on that wall. You can see a cat ball just on top of the wall. You can't see cursor.
Oh.
So I'll play it and you'll see it anyway.
Can't see it.
Yeah, it's not too loud, is it, Steve? And I actually were coming back down from being up having a cigarette because we were just getting everything sorted. So we found that interesting because the crevice, I don't know if you can see them on the brick, they sort of like go in. So when you've got that on your bigger
It's
screen,
like a little channel that it's sat in.
so
It
when you
rolls forward out of that and then to the side.
so it's quite interesting, that one. So let everybody let us know what you think to that one. I'll play it here again.
At first we weren't sure if Steve caught
I mean,
it,
we're
but
only showing Steve's their clip. We're not showing the
our
one
camera
we
were
caught.
further right, so it looks like Steve's closer to the ball on ours. But
Yeah,
it's actually nowhere near it.
How long was it up there for before that happened? Do you know?
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, so there's not even no window, is there? There's no wind there at all.
No. And there's a part
I
you can
don't
actually
know.
see. There's leaves behind. They're not even blowing. You know, just behind the wall.
Your camera would pick up on that anyway because it's quite sensitive
Yeah.
to noise, but it would
They
pick up
said
on that.
it's the way it moves, though, isn't it? It's like John said, it goes down and across.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
not post it, and it's like
yeah. Now the next one we've got is video.
Okay,
file.
yeah.
Oh, look at me.
No, show other one first.
No, I'm going to show this one
Yeah.
first, then I can explain it on other one. So,
what happened in the
Look at you.
get back, Shep. So, again, this one, you're looking to, is it left or right?
Oh, it's right.
Right. So you're looking to the same side as mistake.
Side that Steve stood on.
Yeah.
what happened in the night that George Ardley died?
So what I'm going to show you is you can see that bush there on the opposite side. If you watch that bush before you watch that green knocked off wall,
What happened in the night that George Ardley died?
you can actually see that bush don't move.
yeah.
No wind.
So there's no wind whatsoever. Now the next one, remove, is a closer up one, but
Zoomed in.
I want to show everybody what we looked at. Oh my God.
What happened in the night that George Ardley died?
Pause it first.
Well,
What happened in the night that George Ardley died?
so if you watch that one,
Gives me palpitations every time that falls
if
off
you
there.
look, right, so if you look where it stood,
It's flat.
it's flat, but there's actually a lip that comes up in front of the ovulus. Can you see that, like a lip that comes up?
So like where the ovulus is sat, it's there, and then there's like it goes up before it.
You know, on the wall.
What's the female voice then? The ooh at the end.
I think that's necrophonic.
I think that could be just necrophonics. Make it, yeah. But that actually looks, if you slow it down, I've not slowed it down, but we've had other people said that they've slowed it down, and you actually see it turn before it falls. When it's when they've slowed it down. I've not seen it, so I don't know.
I'll give that a go tonight. And
yeah. But that one.
What happened in the night that Joe Jordan died?
It does look like it twists.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. It looks like somebody poked it from behind, doesn't it? And it's that little poke enough for it to twist and go.
Yeah. Now, only
no, Lord, every time that falls off wall, I have a palpitation.
John had a palpitation with that one, because if it had gone the other way,
it'd have gone into river.
It'd have gone, well, I don't know whether it hit stream or whether it hit the wood, but John refused to put it back up on the stone. The ball got put back in the same spot. Nothing happened to that ball after that. It didn't move. It stayed where it was. The ovulus, John refused to put it back onto the wall because of how much it cost us. So he put he put it on the side. Blooming egg, an ovulus now, £917. I think we paid about
175.
Yeah, about £200 when we paid for it, but because
it was less than 100. It was less than 200, but we got that when they sent it. We ordered it from the guy that made them in America, and when it came, what we didn't realise is that we were going to get a £75 import tax on top of what we paid.
So it
cost us about 250 quid. It was like 175.
Yeah, but now with prices on them, we're not having that one broken. So John refused to put it back on the wall, and he put it at the side of the wall, just a bit lower down, just in case it come off again.
I'm not going to show you what shop it is, although you'll probably see.
So
it's come down in price now, but that's the one we've got.
Yeah.
So, but
$699.99.
It's extortionate, isn't it? Really, when you think about
it. Extortionate prices. Yeah. So, I mean, we bought that when we first started out. So it's about 5 year old now, 6 year old. That
when we bought it, that's it. Digital dowsing from. They used to have one before, a bigger one. I don't know if you saw it. We're called an Ovulus 3, and then that one came out, the Ovulus 5. So we bought that one, but it was still under £200.
I'm not paying money like that again.
I had this picture in my head, like of it going down the stream and going, Wilson, you know,
Wilson. John had been going downstream with it, I'll tell you, shouting Wilson.
Yours were 800, were it, Amy? Wow.
Yeah, but So with that one, we cannot explain. I mean, we can't explain voice phenomenon. That we've caught. We can't explain.
I bet Steve's not going to be happy about that.
Objects being
is it?
Them being moved. What she put, I'll get Steve to sell his bum to get one. naughty Jules. But yeah, it's like we've caught things where it's like a teddy's moved, but the teddy's been on the floor. It's been sort of like pulled back into grass. It's never been clear.
Yeah.
Like that. Do you know? So it really were like, but it was funny because none of us responded how I thought we'd respond. We weren't like flapping. We weren't like, oh my God. Do you know? It weren't, everybody just went, oh.
Yeah, you just sort of looked at it like, oh, let's come off the wall.
But that's how it is for us now. It's like, okay, there's a banging noise there. It just becomes normal. It's like
exactly, because the more you faff about,
you miss it.
You're missing it. So
cat ball coming off wall. They could have pushed that off wall 20 times.
John says cat ball could have come off wall 20 times, but not obvious.
No. But no, because they're not like 800 quid to replace, are they?
No. But all in all, I think all the clips, I just can't believe what's been captured on camera. And our good investigations, how good they were, do you know? And like you said, I think going forward, we will do lives because we know people like to watch us live and that. But I think, I mean, sometimes when you do a live and you go live for an hour and a half, sometimes after an hour, people have had enough watching after an hour because they're tired, they've got work to do depending on what time you're going out. Whereas though then that gives you time to still have time to do a pre-record while you're there. So you can you can get that extra footage in coming in after. So I think we'll look at going out and even doing like you said, going out when we're in certain places where we may not get in at night, but could get in at day when it's not busy. And taking just like you said, a small camera and just putting up and just seeing.
What I want to do, I'm not going to bring it on camera, don't we? What I want to do, I've got to order some new batteries because we bought these 5 years ago. We bought 2 of these now. These are full spectrum. So it's like the purple. It looks like it's purple.
All right, yeah.
So what we're going to do is try and attach one of these onto the same rig as live cameras.
It's going to be like this big.
No, it is. It's going to be massive.
Have that just filming all the time.
Yeah, and
then see if you get anything different on that.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that one, Tony?
No,
I got them about 5 years ago. We never used them, so batteries are done in. So I had to get batteries, but they're filming ultraviolet.
No, it's full spectrum.
Full spectrum.
Yeah.
So he's on about having one of them on go. So it looks all films in purple. I don't know what you pick up in full spectrum though. What can be picked up in full spectrum?
Well, it's the same with infrared, isn't it?
I was going to say, it's the same as night vision.
Yes, it's literally just a different colouring. I mean, I always say, I've caught things weird in normal colour, etc. But the night vision just picks up the things that we can't see to the eye. I mean, I have noticed as well, if you mess around on an investigation with a night vision camera or an infrared, you'll get more responses. So I don't know if they don't like it or it irritates them. They obviously can see it, or it's picking up on their actual energies and stuff. Because it's been a couple of times where we've been on investigations where I've shined it around. It's like, and it irritates them. So I don't know what that is, but maybe it's because it can pick up on them. I don't know, or it's affecting their energy field.
Possibly.
But yeah, night vision, is only good. Again, I'd love to do investigations in the daytime. We have done in normal, but I still use night vision even when there's light on.
Yeah,
so I do think it picks up things that it can't normally for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but
I mean, the night vision at night is only so you can see us, really.
Yeah, it is to see us.
I mean, we've been out plenty. We've been out plenty. I mean, plenty of times during the day, like when we went to Bodmin Jow, we caught the ghost at Bodmin Jow. That was during the day. It's only because we're inside that it looks like it's at night, but it's in full colour because we didn't have the infrared on.
But if we didn't use that, the spot that we called it, because it's quite a little dark area, it probably wouldn't have picked up on it in normal colour. So I always try and do this so that it highlights things a bit more. And you always get places where areas in corners look darker. That's where you tend to find them. So, and that's why I try and use it just to sort of highlight things a little bit more.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do you know on the capture you caught when you was in the because I've seen you in newspaper again, Tony and Bev. For which castle was it, Bev?
Berry Pomeroy.
That's it. In that castle, when I was watching, and you hear that banging noise.
Yeah.
You know which clip I'm on about, don't you?
The loud one.
That's it, yeah.
If you look in the doorway behind you, there's a shadow at the same time.
Now, I wanted to ask you about that. Is that shadow, because you don't see it any other time when you're in there. Whereas as that's banging, it's like it comes down and then goes back. So I just wanted to ask you whether if you've seen that, or whether it's not nothing.
It's literally that whole area is just like a round circle, and you've got little prison rooms downstairs.
No, but did you see the shadow?
Yeah.
But no, I didn't see no shadow in there.
We'll go back and look at it because I wasn't in the room at the time.
No, I know you were. Tony
spent most of my time outside.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to see if you can get it.
I want to see, but I have to go and play it from Tony's. Don't.
Oh, he's putting you to bottom at screen now. He's taking you off. That's it. He's opening a new window.
It should be. It should be at the start. I usually highlight stuff at the start so that people can see the best bits and they can watch the raw stuff at the end. So it should be there if it's there.
What's he called again?
Barry Pomeroy.
Me.
I got him.
Megaphone.
Yeah, megaphone coming out.
Tony Ferguson versus Paddy Pimblett. Even a fighter.
Actually, I used to be.
What?
Doing fight boxing and stuff, but not the one that does UFC.
There you go, good. There he is. It's that one you want.
Yeah, no, it is. You should tell me we're on it.
But he's done his clips.
Videos.
So you can miss the show.
Oh, I'm gonna.
You know what? I probably have. I think a lot of the time I concentrate mostly on the disembodied voices now. I probably do miss stuff in my videos that.
That what? No.
No, what? No, we're only put on. When did you put it on, Tony?
So
we're about 11 days.
We've been back.
Yeah, we've been back nearly 2 weeks, haven't we?
Could be that one.
Paranormal caught on camera in most haunted places in the UK.
It's a soft lot, isn't it? Click on it, see what happens.
No, it's not.
It is a soft lot.
It might
no,
be.
but he does because he shows his clips first.
Yeah. I think it might be on there. It might
but you'll be on there.
Everyone will be on there. Everyone. It's the last couple of months that we've done this stuff, so.
Right. What you'll have to do is.
I'll find it. I'll find it next time.
Yeah. Well, what we're going to have to do, Tony, is you're going to have to share some clips of yours as well when we're live, like this.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got stuff where we've done events, like we've gone to events teams, and we've got a girl's hair moving in the back. Like she didn't believe in the paranormal, she was scared of it.
It's her first event.
The best event ever she's been on to, and this is, and we've got that, and we've got the cat ball moving, which is quite interesting in the care home where it literally just moves across this bed on its own.
The bed's flat. It's a bit like yours. It's there for ages on a flat bed.
Yeah.
And it just rolls.
I mean, there's a mixed bag of stuff like with like shadow beings and stuff, even down to sort of strange orbs that shapeshift. It's like So yeah, and obviously with the disembodied voices, it's like it's there. So
a
mixture of a lot of things that I can't explain. Whether people might say it could be this, that, the other, but it's like I said before, the paranormal is
things as well. They're not there. It's easy to say what it can be, but if you're there, you know what it's not. Do you know when you're in a location and somebody can say, and I know it's their opinions and everything else, but when you're there and you say you've heard a noise or you've heard something that sounds like footsteps, and somebody will put, it's such and such. You're not. Do you know what I mean? We know what we hear. So, like you said, it's but the footage. I mean, what you've caught over years is just phenomenal.
What?
It's phenomenal what you've caught over years. The experiences that you both have had.
But it doesn't. The weird thing is, it doesn't feel like any. I know it sounds stupid, but once you become familiar with this now, it's just natural. Like we've managed to go along with a lot of people throughout the paranormal, even the general public and stuff, and and meet events teams and catch this sort of stuff, and meet other teams randomly, and it's always been the same outcome. So it's just a case. It's like at the end of the day, that's all you can do, isn't it? Really, it's just people go, oh, it's not real. Just come out of us then. If not,
exactly.
That's it.
The offers are there, aren't they? Come out and join us. Yeah,
the doors open. I mean, I've been trying to, parapsychologist for a long time, and it's like you're here to prove the paranormal. Let's go and do it.
Exactly.
The doors open, so.
Yeah, he's found the clip, but I don't know how he's going to put it on. I don't know how you're going to share it. Can you share screen?
I'm going to try.
Oh, here we go. We're going to try something new. It's not an image file.
Facebook. See, the problem is it's going to put all things that let's have a look. And don't know if you're going to see it because it's quite small, but it's in that. When you hear that tapping, it's in that
You'll
archway
hear it.
behind you. Oh, bleeding now.
Don't do a Simon.
That's not bang on that.
I mean, I can see my shadow walking up towards her on the
Yeah,
post.
you're still.
Yeah.
Hang on.
What the fuck is that?
Oh. It's like was in and out.
That's not bang on that.
That's you.
Yeah.
You what, Bev?
That's Tony. When he walks towards it, that's Tony's shadow.
On that pillow, you can see that the middle pillow, like as I'm walking, that I can see that.
Yeah.
But it's in that doorway back. If you look at bottom at doorway, you see it goes dark and then light.
You're
again.
actually turned to sideways.
And you can see your shadow
You
going
see your shadow going opposite way, and then something like flashes in the doorway at the bottom corner, in and out like that. Right at bottom at door.
I mean, when I was in there, like even when I tried to recreate that noise, it was like nothing sounded like it. It just sounded like a boom, 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 boom.
I mean, that was so loud. That
it's in the room, isn't it? It's clearly in the room.
I mean, even when I sort of like looked around, most of it was brick. So literally, it was just like brick in there. So I thought, well, there's a few wooden doors in the other part where the cells were allegedly the cells. I mean, I spoke to a gentleman after and just said to him about the history of this place, and he said, "Do you want the truth?" I was like, "Yeah, not fairy tale."
Yeah.
And he said that a lot of the stuff that's been told about its location isn't. And I said, "Well, it's funny because I've encountered more of a male than I have females here, and that's why I asked you the question." Because he said that the history doesn't add up to what's been told. I was like, well, I said I wanted to ask you after because I've just read that as I've come out. And I was like, well, is that true? And he was like, no. So it just shows that sometimes a lot of these locations make up stories to.
Yeah, well, there's supposed to be a blue lady there and a white lady there, and
if you see her, you die the next day.
We didn't count any ladies, really, did we?
There was no female there that I
No, it was male, weren't it, that you were getting while you were there? So yeah, it just goes to show that sometimes even they get it wrong with what they put down because it's. I suppose
we're going by history, aren't we, really? And sometimes people say it pays to look into things, but sometimes it doesn't because you can be influenced by that and you're looking for it. Whereas if you go in with nothing, then when you come out, ask the question.
Then ask questions after. Yeah, 100% on that on locations. Nanny Lynn's just started singing "Another Brick in the Wall."
Oh dear.
Well, Amy's put my room in. I have activity on occasion. It mimicked her voice the other night. She wasn't even home.
See, they get that's quite a thing that you quite a few mentioned that they can mimic. They mimic. You can have mimics. But yeah,
I mean, we've had it a few times, haven't we? But I've always put it not on investigation in house. But I've always just put it down to me, because I've said to you, what did you just say? And you said, I'm not saying, no, I'm not talking.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I just heard Lindsay speak, but you just put it down to I must imagined it.
Thing is, you're tuned out at that point, though, aren't you? When you're at home and stuff, it's like unless someone's breaking in or whatever, and you can hear it clearly, the little noises you just put down to the building and stuff. Whereas, if you're sat there and quiet, and it's, you might hear more. You never know.
Yeah, and not just that, Tony. He hears my voice more or less all day, and I think even when he doesn't hear it, he hears it.
It's echoing around my head constantly. Normally telling me off.
It's haunting you, John. That's what it is.
I know.
She's normally telling me off when I hear her voices in my head.
Shocking.
Yeah, you were gardening today.
Oh yes, only well. It weren't much gardening involved. It actually we got an old shed that I took down ages ago, but all the panels I just stacked them up against sides, so I had to move them off back, so I had to carry them around first before I could do anything.
And then pull out grass.
And then pull out weeds.
Yeah. and then he's got to do front garden.
I've still got to finish back. I've got edges to do still.
See,
Yeah.
get that way.
And Jet
Heads
wash up Becky.
ordering around.
Yeah, he's got all sorts of odd jobs.
Odd jobs.
I call them odd jobs.
Odd jobs. You don't see lists.
It's a never-ending one, Bev. It goes from top. It goes from top to elbow, and then it goes back to top again.
As soon as I get one job finished, he's added another 3.
You have to. Don't get no done otherwise, do I?
No, quite right.
But we are hoping to be out tomorrow.
She hadn't killed me before then.
Yeah, we are hoping to be out tomorrow. We are going to look. I've already mentioned to Bev and Tony, maybe not to Tony, but I know I mentioned it to Bev today, where we're going tomorrow to see if we can
find it. Well, not find. We're going to view a location.
A view a location with Steve. Hopefully, Jules is feeling better enough to come with us.
It's
we can't say.
It is the former. No, is that the former parish shack John stacked up waiting for its reincarnation?
Yeah,
it was a former parish shack. That one ain't going to be reincarnated. I'm actually building one from scratch because problem is with that shed. It's that you know that I can't remember.
Parish shack. We used that during COVID.
You know where they just put them lats over each other slightly like that, and it's that really thin wood, so it's
buggered. So yeah, we'll be out on location tomorrow, and I know 2 other people that are going out on location Saturday. So I know that come Sunday, there's going to be things being dropped on Sunday.
Everywhere.
I ain't done that for ages, so I don't have to do it now. It's gone.
Yeah, we have.
I know.
It's been a while. Just catching up with old stuff, really. We just sort of just been getting the videos that we've not put out. So
so we'll have new stuff Sunday.
We're saving ourselves for something
special. You've got to save yourselves because it's going to be non-stop when you're up here. It's going to be non-stop. See, the secrets are coming out now because I said we weren't going to tell anybody. But secrets
you're about next year, aren't you? Not this year.
Yeah, not this year. Next year, Tony. Next year when you come
out.
All the way.
But yeah, but they still don't know what date, what month, what any time they're coming up. So yes, Lindsay, did you give Tony and Bev that stuff?
What stuff?
Yes, I did. I know what she's on about. What we mentioned last time when they were on when you were on camera.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, Jules. Thank you. Hey, Jules, my beautiful lady. You've just missed old clip suite. So unfortunately, this is another Jules. So now Jules Griffiths, we call Fred. So when we're referring to Jules Griffiths, which is Steve, it's Fred. And our Jules has come back into chat this evening. So she's referred to as Jules. It's so complicated and remembering all these names and tweaks. It's yes. So yeah, we're going to be busy soon.
Gary Spady asked that capture you sent. It was the door opening up. That's interesting, wasn't it? You showed us that earlier.
Yes. Have a better look at it, though, aren't you? Yeah, we have seen it. We're gonna have a better look, aren't we?
It's definitely interesting. The fact that you're asleep and stuff, and it opened up. I mean, again, it's one of those that, just weird. Like I say, that leave a camera on, things happen even when you're asleep. So I always say again, leaving a locked off camera and stuff. Or what do you think of it, Lindsay?
I think it's quite interesting. It's like I said, I can't see, for me, if it were one at cats, I think the cat would have come in, naturally would have jumped up front of bed to get round the chest, because I think cats are normally a chesty area. Andy normally, and not Bella. Come on, Nanny Lynn. Pino normally brings Nanny Lynn nice presents if he's been out. Pino normally would bring Nanny Lynn a nice present in. I can't see, like I said, Bella's quite a big dog. You would have seen Bella coming through the door as soon as she'd have pushed the door. Bella's big, you would have seen her. I just wish it had been turned round that little bit so we got bottom end at bed on, because you can actually hear a thud, then the creak.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, I need to try and get it so I can watch it on big telly and not on my little screen,
Yeah,
Uh,
on my
That's
phone.
what we're going to do.
Yeah, and if I can get it on bigger screen, because I think on your little screen, it's like watching what we've just shown. It's sometimes quite difficult, especially with my eyes. So you need it on like on a big telly screen. So I'm hoping we can get that done and put it on big telly, and then I can, or on like I said, computer screen and see it. But I think it's Nanny Lynn saying that's the floorboards.
Yeah.
What that went bang, or the creaks.
The creeks, I think.
But yeah, it's definitely it's definitely interesting.
I think a lot of people left their cameras on record all night. You'd probably find things there happening when we're asleep. So it's one of those. There's things.
If I left mine on, what you'd see is you'd see quilt cover going up like this and back down about every half an hour, and that'd be me flatulence going up and down like this.
Yeah.
And me snoring would do it all. Yeah. So John says it. You'd think there were Tasmanian devil in our room at night if you heard the snoring going off.
You might get disembodied voice saying, "Shut up."
Oh, imagine that happening though. If I
Yeah,
set the recorder to catch me and a voice comes through,
Yeah, I'm trying to get some sleep. Shut up.
can't she shut up? That would just be that'd be crazy. What?
It'll probably be me whispering
It will be. You won't whisper it. You'd just say it loud. But yeah. So I think we're gonna call it. We've been on an hour and just over an hour and a half.
Some really good captures though. Again, some of the medications that you've caught stuff as well. You've had to deal with quite a lot. So fair play to you for what you caught. Definitely.
Yeah, and thank you again, Tony. We'll always say thank you. Because without you, we wouldn't have been able to show these clips because my clips was diabolical.
Well, you can still hear them. It's just a case of
it's just difficult when you're showing it, isn't it, for people to pinpoint where everything is or where they're supposed to be hearing. Yeah. So yes. So but it's good night from me. Or have you two got anything you want to say to everybody or?
I just want to say, oh my God, it's ETA!
Oh my God, it's Johnny Ferguson!
Oh dear. Sorry, I had to say it. I got
It's in his head now. It's in his head.
I know. We're just missing Simon off that one, aren't we? Simon. What do you call them? When the purple pimple. Where they just Scarlet Pimpernel, the purple pimpernel, the scarlet. Simon's the Scarlet Pimpernel that shows up when he wants and he doesn't when he doesn't. So I'm going to be giving him a ring, making sure that he's okay. Because like I said, tried yesterday, not answered. So
I call him Psychic Simon now. Not literally. He's psychic. The stuff that he was picking up on the location like before. He's
Psychic Simon.
Psychic Simon to me now.
Yeah. But yes, so right, Houdini. Nanny Lynn says Houdini. That's where he is. Bloody Houdini. He will be Houdini when he's on end of my foot, flying up my garden path. That's where he'll be, Nanny Lynn. So yes, it's lovely to see you again, Amy. It's lovely to see everybody in chat. So it's good night.
I was to say, Amy, are you all back out on investigation? Are you investigating again?
Amy's in America. Amy MIT. Paranormal MIT, not Amy MIT. Sorry, Amy.
And I think, if I remember right, it's Manifestation Investigation Team.
There we go.
I think. I'm sure Amy will tell me if I'm wrong.
She will. She'll shout at you.
Take a look at actually. We'll take a look at. They're in America, sorry, did you say?
He's in America. They're only a small team, and I can't remember because they started going out, and then obviously I think all ladies that they went out with, I don't know whether they were working or they lived different areas. But what they did capture, it were good what they captured. And then LOL, I love you. Yes, well remembered. But it's better. I mean, I love America. I mean, Amy's team seemed to do a bit like what me and John did, but they were more in front of the camera as we were behind it. But I forgot where they went to now. It was somebody's.
It was that grave. There were a grave that we saw them at quite a few locations.
Yeah.
But the one that stands out is that grave, and there were a tower. There were like a tower at top where that grave were. I'm sure there were the lady that I think Amy was just talking about. She's put with. They got direct sense travellers while I took scrapbook to her grave location and made a scrapbook of all the receipts because I remember them saying about that.
An obituary and family and stuff. But lovely group. So yes. So I hope you're putting some new stuff up, Amy. I'd like to see some new stuff, my lovely lady. So right, I shall say good night, and I'm going to attach my mask and my nostril breather. I've got my little kit at side on me ready, so I ain't got to go downstairs.
You put a night vision camera on. You're going to put a night and literally
film myself.
Someone will be saying you get out.
Well, we know about Highgate Cemetery. I thought they'd stop people going into
Highgrove Cemetery.
That's the one in London, isn't it, Highgrove?
Yeah, Highgrove's in London.
I think they have stopped people going in that. I know they stopped them going in that one in Scotland.
Where,
apparently.
Bobby, where dog is.
Yeah, Scotland one. I've heard that they've stopped them going in, but I don't know about them.
No.
That was weird.
What?
Play that back. At the end of it, when
like that.
It was like a when Lindsay went. I'll listen back to that at the end. There was like that was interesting.
Well, that'd be interesting if we've caught something while we're talking.
No, I was
almost like
I was reading that and went.
No, it might be you. I'll listen back to it. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So it's good night from moi.
And good night from.
Thanks for joining, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.
He's just looking at football scores. Do you know?
Sunderland
can't wait 5 minutes.
Sunderland have gone
so good night, everybody. Take care, and we shall see you live next Monday, Tuesday. I shall let you know.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, we are live tomorrow. Oh, which one is this one?
Spoodle.
Boodle. Oh, little babies. Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow, and then we'll let you know what next night we're live. Okay, take care.
It was John. He went.
It was Johnny went.
Ah, there you go.
Oh,
there you go. There we go. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.